On July 10th, 2008, an important announcement was made that completely changed the world. Do you have an idea of what that is? Our beloved Steve Jobs, on that very day, he told us, we are introducing the App Store. Now you may think, well, how is this important at all? When I was a software engineer at the time, in New York, I was thinking to myself, yeah, well, okay, so you've got this fancy iPhone with a nice touchscreen, and now I can download some more apps. Maybe I could play some more games on my phone and maybe do something interesting, but well, that's nothing revolutionary, right? Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, it's changed the way we do things forever. Now that we have an iPhone, we can connect ourselves to our computers, to everything that we thought was tied down to that desktop on the table at work or at home. But now, within that palm of your hand, in that iPhone, you have everything that you need on the go. So how does that change everything? Well, nowadays, you see businessmen with iPhones, with iPads, they're armed with that in their business arsenal. Everything is about immediate responses, immediate gratification. I want, Kevin, give me that spreadsheet that I asked for yesterday. John, tell me how we're doing in terms of our time right away. Give it to me in 2 seconds, right? We have all these expectations. Our friends are telling us this, our relatives are telling us this, our boss always wants this. So how do we deal with these type of newfound expectations with this technology? The answer lies in the cloud. Quite simply, we're just doing all the stuff that we used to do on a computer, and we're telling it to some other computer hosted by some other companies to do this for us. So all we get is a screen, and through the internet, we get some results back. So how does this change everything? Well, I can tell you 4 problems that we typically encounter, and I'll use 4 acronyms to describe the benefits of cloud computing. I'm going to use the word CARS. The first scenario, I'm going to talk about collaboration. Well, you've been working on that spreadsheet all night. You've been typing up this financial model until 2 a.m. Then the next day your boss comes in and he decides, oh, I got to change this thing. So he overwrites your copy with his old copy. And when you open it up, you're like, oh my God, my work! And I got this presentation in 15 minutes. So what do? Well, with cloud computing, all you need to do is open up, say, a Google spreadsheet. Everything is online. So you can see your data, your boss can access it at the same time, on the same file, and you're changing the same thing, you're working together simultaneously. So there's no overriding of things. And you can share this file with other people. Share it with your other coworker who's going to give you some responses. Right? Share it with your friend who, well, maybe not with your friend because it's confidential, but if it's something amongst your friends, you can always share. Oh, this is my to-do list. This is I want you to look it over and see if you can help me out with any of these things, right? So collaboration, cloud computing enables us to do that. So our second letter, A, right, that stands for availability. All the time you think about, there's these things that there's these files on my computer and, I'm not there right now. So, when I'm on vacation, my friend asked me to, do something, look at that file, and, sometimes I don't have my computer, I can't do it, right? Well, all you gotta do now is ask your friend to share it with you, because there's collaboration involved. And then because of this cloud, you can just open up your Google account, access it on any computer, it doesn't matter. You could be in Phuket, borrow the hotel computer, borrow someone's iPad. You just open up the file anywhere, and you can work on it. And if your computer broke down or something like that, you wouldn't be able to access it. But with cloud computing, you can get that file everywhere, anywhere, regardless of your location or time. The third letter we got is R, right? So R stands for redundancy. Now I know this sounds like some fancy word and you don't really understand what it means, but all it means is backup in technology terms. like I said before, right? You store all your stuff on your computer. Oh, my favorite example, right? You always get these messages on Facebook. Someone sends you an SMS. He tells you, "Oh, Jeff, I lost my phone. I lost my phone, so I don't have your phone number anymore. Can you send it back to me?" I always think, all you need is store everything on your Google Contacts, right? All you need to do is enter that information once. You even have some tools to synchronize it with your Outlook. And once you have that, you just punch in your Google ID on your iPhone, everything gets downloaded. Right? You don't have to replace anything. Everything is backed up already. You never lose anything. And finally, S. Right? What do we have so far? We've got collaboration, we've got availability, we've got redundancy, and finally S. S stands for synchronization. We've got all these great tools, right? We've got our phone, we've got our computer, we've got our iPads. Well, sometimes I've got this file I was working on my computer, right? But now I'm going out to meet a client, and I'm on my iPad, but I don't actually have the file. Well, this doesn't have to happen, right? With the cloud computing, everything is synchronized. All your files are stored on the cloud. So everything I updated on my computer, I take on my iPad, it's all there. On my iPhone, it's all there. It's all the same, right? So given these four very common problems, we've got cloud computing. It's the answer to everything. How magical is that, right? And, oh, I forgot to mention one thing. You all know that it's free, right? Everything that Google offers here is free. So just go home, give it a shot, try it out, right? Read about it, think about it, dream about it. Imagine in your head all these possibilities of what cloud computing can do, how it can change the way that you were doing things before. And at the end of the day, when everything is free, and you realize that, wow, I've been missing out on all these things. My coworker doesn't know any of this. My boss doesn't know any of this. My friends don't know any of this. There's so much value I can offer to everyone else. And, okay, maybe I won't tell everyone else, but I've got this advantage to myself. And I can help myself make sure that whenever my boss asks for anything, I can give it to him in the blink of an eye. And no one else can do it. Back to you, Karen.
Thank you very much.